Hi, this is Helen with the Better Half blog. Thank you for joining me. Today, I'm going to be going over all the planners and journals that has worked for me in 2021 and going forward, and sharing with you what I will continue to use in the year 2020. My morning routine. So my morning routine is very simple. I have my workout in the morning at 5 in the morning. Then I go into my shower, get ready for the day, the whole makeup, everything. And then I start my Bible journaling, Bible reading, and praying. And so this is just a simple Bible. It's a new Bible that I started. I had this laying around since, 2015. And my husband gifted it to me. My son, my first son, almost took it from me, but he gave it to me back in August 2nd of 2015. Now I finally picked it up. I have other Bibles that I've been using, and this is finally now my go-to. So I am reading right now Proverbs because I love Proverbs. I read it probably twice already, but I'm going at it again. So I lettered in Solomon, starting to read the first chapter. And so that's what's going on here. And then here is my traveler's notebook. I really wanted to get back into traveler's notebook, but I didn't have a reason for using it. So I decided, hey, it's the day start, and how great would it be to start using it. And I have a couple different journals in here. I have some credit cards. I have no reason to have these credit cards in here. I don't know. At one point, I think I was trying to use it for multiple reasons, but I have those in there. I've got some things that I'm learning every single day, every morning, how I am just picking up new things from YouTube videos or the books that I'm reading, and just things like that, and just really random thoughts. This is a piece that I put together just to put some affirmations in here in the front, and just who I'm becoming through my journey with reading God's words every single day and starting off the morning there with God. And here I've got another notebook, and this one is literally just me kind of scripting out my day for the next day if time allows. It's not something that I do on a religious effort, but just something that I have in here so that I could kind of pan out the next day with some intentions, some good thoughts. And I'll probably go over this notebook in another video, because this has really helped me to organize my life a little bit better, just putting in intentions and reasons why I plan to do what I do. This one is strictly for Bible reading and just my prayers on a daily basis here. As I go forward, I feel like maybe it will end on a monthly basis, a new notebook on a monthly basis, but we'll see how that pans out. Next one that I want to share with you is my everyday carry. And this everyday carry has been amazing. I kind of hesitated on how I was going to use this. I did decide that I was going to go away from Hobonichi weeks as my everyday carry. This is my main planner. However, my everyday carry being my wallet, to me that every EDC means carrying it in my purse or just as a wallet, as I pick up kids, drop off kids, and so on and so forth. So these are things that I write down just for what I need to know when I leave the house. So this is not going to carry all my to-do lists and my action items, but it's more so like go to H Mart, go to the Korean grocery store, go to Chase, go to my other bank. That's kind of like the thing. So if I ever leave the house, I need a grocery list. Here it is. So I will be going to the grocers today, and that's what I've got there. Next, I have my 5-year journal. This is my 5-year Hobonichi Techo. And as you can see, I started off the year great first quarter. Second quarter, not so great. Second quarter was kind of hit or miss. For the most part, I did fill it out. Like in May, it was like a complete miss. Yeah. And most of June was a complete miss. July, I try to get back into it, but then again, I fall off. And then I join back in to this journal. I connect back in August. This is more so for not just the highlights, but more so like milestones or special events and things that happen that I want to remember, our family to remember for a long time, obviously 5 years. So that is what I'm using this for. It's not so much like journaling or anything like this, but it's more like, when did we get our COVID shots? How did we feel about it? How did it go? Another one would be like, okay, going back to school, how was that? My daughter went to college this year, how was that? And just kind of looking at that versus like 5 years from that date that she left for college, how was that? And just seeing the different milestones in our family, and that's what this 5-year TED show is all about. Next one is my journal. This actually started out as my main catch-all planner for both work and for home, but it soon became a journal, and I'll tell you why. So in here I have pen and paper. Typically I usually have a pen right here clipped, and I have a clear cover on it that I got from Amazon. If you look at my journal now, it used to be very functional. I used to have all the important dates, and I still do carry all the important dates in here, but for the most part it's now used for journaling. So as you can see, one special thing that happened that day is what I'm working on in the month of November. And my whole point in this is like, let's not repeat ourselves too many times through all our different notebooks. And so I started out great using it like this for the weeklies, because I really didn't need the weeklies for functionals, because I have my Hobonichi weeks for that. And then I went into using it as my create time method that you can see in my channel here that I've done previously. And so that was great. And while that was great, I was kind of missing the whole point of journaling. So on my birthday month, which is my birthday here, I went back to the journaling style. In the dailies, again, same thing. I started out as a journal on this one because I did have another Hobonichi cousin of Beck for planning purposes, and so I was journaling in the beginning of the year, and then I went to I think somewhere in February I started using this as my functional, and then I went, so yeah, you can see I was doing functional here, some journaling, and just going back to my create time method here, and then going back to journaling, and then back. And so it was all over the place this year. But as I explored more and more throughout the year, I realized that I really enjoy this for the purpose of journaling. And so I am primarily right now using this as my journal at this point. I think this day I've been kind of keeping up. So every single day I'm just journaling in here, and I actually look forward to journaling in here. So this has been amazing. It's been fun. It's been a great way for me to just kind of, and at the same time, try different things. This is my journal this morning. And so it's been really amazing of a journey to kind of figure it out finally, I think, for 2022. So that was kind of a good little lesson learned there. The next notebook I have here is my traveler's notebook in the size A5, and this is for work, and you've seen previously in my channel my work planner system. And just to update you real quick, I'll probably do a whole update on my work planning system, but for this video purpose, let's just go really fast. I have some business cards that I need, and then I have this notebook. This is that supplemental notebook that Hobonichi has in the size A5. It's a little bit smaller than your Hobonichi cousin, but it's been doing me justice. Here I just have business information that I need to know on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, and so this is something that I just go back to time and time again just to reference, and so that's there in the front. And then I've got some paperwork that I need to look at throughout the week, and when I'm done with it, I just shred it. So it's one of those things. On the third band, I have my day free. So this came back. I had this kind of stashed away, and this was my idea book. This is my brain dump book for work, and I realized it holds a lot of great ideas for our business, and so I wanted to continue with this. Anytime I have a meeting, I do my meeting memos in here. I do map out delegating to my team the projects that we're working on currently, as well as brain dump any new ideas that I have for our business in the months to come that I would like to get finished. The next band, the fourth and the last one, is my Hobonichi cousin of Spec. Has been my functional planner all year, except one thing is that towards the end of this year, as I started traveling to the office every single day, I realized that I needed a separation between work and home, personal, and so I decided I am going to actually use this as my main work planner, and that's been working out so wonderfully. So in the monthly sections, I just have a lot of schedules and deadlines. On the weekly section, I use it like this, creating tasks on the bottom and some projects and tasks on the left bar there, and then all the time of meetings and things like that, and very functional. On the daily sections, I am just basically using it as things to do on the top and the projects that I'm working on, and maybe clipping in ideas, just printing it on paper and gluing it on, just using the double-sided tape, writing down ideas and meeting memos or things that I want to closely look at in depth here. And I am very happy with what has become my work planner system this year, and so I will be continuing this system going into 2022. Now to the fun stuff. This is finally my personal, my everything main planner system. And so right now, as you know, I'm using my B6 Stalogy on one side, and I am using my Hobonichi Weeks on the other side. This is my Eternal Leather Goods cover in color natural, and this is tri-fold Sojourner. And I am really, really loving it. This is the soft leather. It's kind of very floppy, and I thought I would not be so appreciative of the floppiness, but I actually am loving it. My Hobonichi Weeks has been amazing this year. Let me tell you, I really got into it, and I am definitely going to use this going forward into 2022. So here I have some projects that I want to get done for the house on this month, things that I'm waiting on, important dates, appointments, schedules, everything just personal here. If I need to put work things, it's because it's time consuming and I need to schedule out my day with that in mind. And then on the weekly section, I'm just using it very simply. I've got the meal plan on the right side, my running list here on the right, and I just start out the week kind of assigning one or two things on each day to make sure I cover everything. I just draw a little line, and it's my schedules, my kids' schedules, appointments, and events that go here. So basically things I need to do outside the house. On the back section, of course, I was using it for so many different purposes. I have lists in here, collections, everything important. This is where I'll be working out my Christmas plans. Here I started 100 decluttering things. I love doing this once in a while, just motivate myself to keep on decluttering. I've done so well this year. I will continue to do it in the following year until I feel like everything around here has a home. Because, for example, my kitchen is really easy to tidy up because on a daily basis, everything has a home. And so just putting things away has been super easy, and I want to continue doing that everywhere throughout the house. Although I started this journey 2 years ago and it has gotten so much better. I am still buying a lot, and so when you're buying 5 things and you're getting rid of 3 on a weekly basis, it's not really a good decluttering and kind of practicing minimalism. So I'm really working on this, and I have started a new tracker here just to kind of organize myself now that I'm going outside of the house to work. I am breaking it up into zones And I call each of these zones. So today, this morning, I cleaned master shower. I am just primarily focused on checking off 7 things each week, and these are all the weeks for the rest of the year. I'll probably be moving out of this notebook into the new 2022 notebook. However, I am going to continue this because it has been working very well for me. So in my routine in the morning, I am no longer writing down a task for me because it's not a task. It just becomes, hey, work on 1 zone today, therefore 7. So if I got 7 or more, I'm really happy with myself because I am working outside of the house. I do have a cleaning person to help me at the house as well. Here, my daily logs. Today, I'll be doing a lot of these things here. I've got a good chunk, maybe like 40 pages or 50 pages or so left over because again, this year I was starting to figure out what I wanted to do back here. I think I've got it. So I will continue to use it this way. When I do go to work, I just simply carry this one for my home, my personal life, and this seems to work very well for me because the other one is my B6 Stalogy, remember? And my B6 Stalogy, using it like my practice sheet, I do my daily log back here and kind of brain dumping, what do I want to get done in the AM? What do I want to get done in the PM? And just things like that. So it's just a lot of trying out different things. It's a lot of scratch papers, a lot of this and that, YouTube idea, and a lot of things in here that is just not going to be referenced in the future. It's more so like on a daily basis, this is what's happening and this is what's going on. And this will probably all get decluttered at the end of the year as I get all my planner stuff from this year cleaned up even further. So that's just my B6 and how I'm using my B6. Thank you for watching. Bye.